welcome to Spiritual Dessert Trews, episode 119 for Russell Brand and other people. So today, the topic is human DNA reprogrammable with light, sound, frequency, and vibration? And we know it is, especially with meditation. And we were talking about sounds the other day, but it can also be changed, as we know, with other things like light or music. You ever notice how music can move you? Again, we are vibrational and we are easily malleable because we're almost entirely made up of water. When you look at us from another point of view, another perspective, we're almost entirely space. I know it's hard to believe, but if you're space, infinite space, how does that affect us and our being and our ability to change? Seems like we are very malleable. So here we go. As though to confirm the hunch many of us had that our junk DNA, okay, so there's certain parts of the DNA, like a lot of the DNA, like almost all the DNA. We don't know what it is. And so scientists called it junk DNA because they couldn't figure it out. Was anything but disposable. Researchers from Gene and Stem Cell Program and Sydney's Centenary Institute have proven that 97% of human DNA programs encodes proteins in our bodies. One of the researchers involved in the study said, "This discovery involving what was previously referred to as junk opens up a whole new level of gene expression control." This also means that there are multiple modalities that mainstream science has yet to give a nod to, which just might retrain or reprogram our DNA. Even cells, which have become cancerous or mutilated by the onslaught of toxins in our environment and negative emotional baggage, which has been proven to have an undesirable impact on health. Many people have compared human DNA to the internet. It communicates immense amounts of information in microcosmically small but significant ways, mimicking a vast network of information portals, not unlike the billions of websites connected to one another all over the world. It may account for our intuition, spontaneous healing, and a number of other phenomena that mainstream science is just beginning to understand. Chaos theory and DNA. Chaos theory states that chaotic appearances are just a very complex system affected by very subtle changes in an almost infinite array of varying possibilities. So once again, anything is possible if you believe it so. Remember the placebo effect? That's why the placebo effect works. And that is just giving somebody a nothing pill, an empty pill. It's just a blank pill with the suggestion that it would work. And your mind will make it work. So you don't actually need a drug. Ever. You need your mind. Think about that one for a moment. So going back, when you consider that humans have 3 billion base pairs of DNA, most of which are identical. Base pairs, they're paired. So originally we had 12 helixes all wound up around each other, and now we're left with 2. Our DNA was tainted. But we can get it back. We are very divine creatures, obviously very malleable. So we can change. It's up to you to change for the better. If you meditate and you are changing these frequencies, you're elevating your frequency, it will be easier for the rest of your being to change. So going back, there are at least 3 billion raised to the 4th power of positions possible, a number larger than the number of particles in the universe. You might just call DNA a highly organized but extremely complex system, seeming chaos. It is not possible that such a complex system can be affected by very subtle shifts of light or sound or even the human voice. The DNA spectrum. Making music with biology. I studied biology. I studied art and biology. I wanted to be like Da Vinci or Einstein. I wanted to have a good hands-on spirituality as well as science. Always dabbled in both. I wanted to know a thing from varying points of view. My mother and I have a very sharp ability for empathy. We're able to see through others' points of view. It helps, of course, to keep the peace. Love you. Pleasant dreams. Mwah, mwah, mwah.